This is Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh. I wish I didn't have to give this information or make this statement every time I start my video. And yet I have to, because I never know, the chances you might be here for the first time. So I'm in Dhaka, and this is an evening of the weekend, which is Friday here. In other words, this is Sunday evening in the Western context, but this is Friday. Maybe you know, or maybe not, that Friday is the public holiday for this country, and the vibration as well as celebration you can see through my lens rolling over this city right now is because of that weekend evening. All I'm trying to do here right now is just to capture and keep capturing the entire evening scene or street scenes with my camera. With the hope that maybe my footage would be able to give you some sense of what the city is like and the city life is like. I'm going to keep my video uncut, unedited, as you already know if you are the one who has been following my bizarre kind of films. And actually, I had no plan for today to film, and that's something interesting. I'm going to attend a supper invitation from my friends, or let's say my co-workers. And just at the final minute, while I was getting ready to go out, I had a feeling that I should probably bring the camera with me. Otherwise, I'm afraid I was going to miss some scenes that I would have loved to capture. And I don't know if I'm going to capture anything interesting, but the point is, if the place you live in, or the country or city or town you're from or belong to is not like this one, what I mean by that, if your place is not full of this kind of noise and chaos and vibration and celebration, depends on which perspective you'd like to view it, then maybe the chances you're going to find it interesting. That's all I can do, just to capture whatever is happening around me. That's what I have the control over. I have no control over what is happening or what is going to happen. I'm not God, but that's all I can do. Whatever is happening, I can just capture it for you with the hope that maybe you would enjoy watching it. There is no reason to think that if this was not a weekend evening, which is Friday evening here, then the streets and the life would have been less chaotic, less noisy. I don't think so. Today maybe it is full of life to the fullest. That you can say. And here I am, the man behind the camera who is trying to capture something that you would find not just interesting, but eye-opening. So this is an uncut video, and I'll publish it without any bit of touch of editing at all. I am aware of the fact that this attitude or attributes of my work is not quite profitable from commercial perspective, from financial point of view, But if I have to do my work according to my philosophy, then I have no choice. So all this road, now I'm at the end of this road, which is Dhanmondi 27, and I'm in Dhanmondi area right now, by the way. So I'm finishing this street up and going to take my turn on the left. I'm sorry if my audio is having some issues because of this kind of, I don't need to even describe. You can hear it very well. The level and volume of noise and chaos and disorder. Should I call it disorder? Probably not. Everybody seems to be doing fine and be okay with this noise, with this constant honking. I have to take the foot-over bridge. Sorry if my camera is a little shaking. And this is how it looks from the bridge, the streets of Dhaka. This is how it looks in the evening time. This is Dhaka. I don't know if my camera is doing the justice to the scene. But I have to proceed. I have to move on. Now I'm getting down off this bridge. You can see a traffic, which is pretty normal, quite expected for this city, as well as for any mega city of the world. But for this city, this is what it should be like. I'm laughing, but I probably shouldn't be laughing. Instead of I should be sad, because this is my city. And I can tell you something which I tried to point out in another video. You may check that out, where I tried to say that the reason, the main cause of traffic, this horrible traffic of this city, is all these private cars. That's my observation. There are many experts who have been trying and working on for decades to solve this apparently never-ending problem. Nothing is working. The city is already having so that's the level of noise you have to live with as long as you're living in Dhaka. Finally, I can have a chance, by the mercy of all those vehicles, to cross the road. This all sergeants, traffic sergeants. They keep working all day long, all night long. Indeed. To keep this city traffic free. But the point is, as long as there are these many private cars or these many rich people who can afford to buy a private car, this problem has no hope to be solved. I don't need to be an expert, I don't need to be a pundit, a scholar, to have this statement. There is nothing the current government, the reigning government of this country, tried to do in order to solve this traffic problem, which is one of the main problems of the city. Nothing seems to be working, and I doubt anything is going to work unless and until the government have some control over the ownership of private cars. But that's another argument. Since we are living in a capitalistic free world, you have money, so you can buy a car. You're free to do that. And when you have money and you're free to do that, then that's what you have to go through. That's what you have to live with. So this is this uncut video. I don't think I need to mention it again. One of the recreational part of the city. It's a family time, friends time place. I'm sure the low light condition is not helping the camera that much. So even if I try to point my camera at objects, people, human beings, maybe they're not going to be that visible enough. And surely they don't want to be visible. Which couple who are enjoying some intimacy wants to be revealed, wants to be exposed? Or if revelation or exposure is not the right word, but wants to be visible, especially in a culture like this. You have to keep in mind, this is not a country in the West. And I'm halfway through my destination. surely I should mention that it's a magnificent, it's a monumental building structure that we're passing by right now. This is the National Parliamentary Building. Quite sadly, my camera nowadays is behaving weird with me. I can't properly operate that zoom in, zoom out function. But the building is so massive, so huge, it probably doesn't require you as a cameraman to zoom in your device. So here I'm little approaching to little in close proximity. This is that very iconic monumental building and structure. This entire green part, this pasture, meadow, whatever you want to call it, is part of this structure. This is not any useless empty space. This space is designed along with this building. And this entire structure was architected, designed by one and only Louis Kahn, a French-American architect, I'm not sure. I don't want to take risk of providing much of information that might be proven wrong in the end. But whatever information I've already provided is quite true, it's quite correct. Louis Kahn, the French-American architect, most probably, probably means his nationality, not the person himself, was the designer of this whole thing. You can check it out in Wikipedia or in Google. So, does it look like a festival is going on? But this is not a festival, not a fair, nothing like that. It's just an ordinary Friday evening, a weekend evening, and families, friends are hanging out. That's one of the few places in the city for people to come and enjoy being at. That's what I was trying to say. So it's not a festival, it's not a carnival, it is not a fair, it's not Disneyland, it's not Disney World. It is just a regular scene when you are visiting Dhaka. I have to proceed and I have to make sure I'm not late to respond or to attend the supper table. Another angle to have a look at that massive structure. This is not a festival, no carnival. I'm saying it again and again. This is just a normal, ordinary day. The reason Why I have to repeat myself is because I can assume that if you are someone from the West, from some less populated country, and surely you are, I don't know any country in the West which is this much populated, then you are not going to experience this kind of crowd and vibration and celebration or festival kind of thing, carnival kind of thing on an ordinary day, on an ordinary evening. That's for sure. Again, excuse me for the low light condition. I'm going to a restaurant, one of the renowned ones in this city, especially in this area. That's not that far from here. Few more minutes of walk. If you have already lost your patience to keep watching this project, then that's my failure, surely. I would take the responsibility. But since I'm determined to let my camera keep rolling, I have no way to stop right here. I'll need to wait for a few more minutes to get to the point where I have to literally stop. Then my camera would feel allowed to stop filming. My camera would be allowed to stop filming means I would allow my camera to stop filming. So I'm getting close to my destination. Good to have a bit more light in this part, which is necessary for my filming. And if you notice, let me show you this massive structure. It's a metro railroad, recently built to solve the problem that I was talking about this whole time. And this country is actually, I shouldn't say country, the city is actually having these kind of structures quite a few in recent times. which can surely be seen as a huge success on governmental part, and I don't mind to give them the credit. But the point is, even after this massive construction, this railroad, the metro network, nothing is actually helping the city to get rid of what it has been suffering from for decades. Remember, I said people are rich. More and more and more people are getting rich day by day. So you have to get out of this illusion or misconception that Bangladesh is any sort of a poor country. It's not. I'm just showing you all the development and wealth people are possessing. If there was a traffic right now in this road, I would have taken an effort to show you how many private cars, as you can already see now, are there in contrast to the public buses. That's what this city is dealing with. People are going away and coming in. Don't think they are going away from this place to get home back. That's not going to happen anytime soon. They're going to take some other place over and spend time there, hang out there for maybe a couple more hours. Then they'll start thinking about getting back home. And I've had to say this to help you understand the festivity of their mind. All these people walking on the streets, on pavement, just like I am. These people are not the rich ones, by the way. They are not the ones who own car. But they are not living under any kind of poverty line. What do you call it? Yes, they have a difficult life, struggling life, hand-to-mouth, day-to-day life, but that can't take away the festivity, the mood of festivity from their mind. And I'm kind of close to the place where I intended to be. And I'll stop filming from that point till I don't want to embarrass my friends or make my friends uncomfortable with a camera in my hand. me that overbridge, sorry, not the overbridge, the railroad, metro railroad, all the way from one corner of the city to the other. These are the public buses. Now there's a traffic finally in this road. Just notice the number of private cars in between. So that's the restaurant. I don't know if I'm being able to focus the restaurant. Parktown, that's where I'm supposed to be by this time. And the traffic going on. Let me show you a bit more. Look at the private cars. Look at them. Hello, hello, hello. This is the poor country, right? Very poor country. Look at the private cars. Actually, there are very few compared to what I usually get to see most of the time. Let me cross the road by this time, by this chance. This is one of the crossroads of this city. Now this road is totally free because from the other side the road was blocked. Not free anymore. The cars are speeding. So I have to cross the road quickly. That's how dangerous it looks every time you get to cross the road. And I made it. So now I have to stop as I promised. My journey for this time is going to be over. And here is right there. And I have to stop filming here. Thank you very, very much.